Hello everybody, Calabus here, back with more Hearthstone. Today we're taking a look at the Curse of Naxxramas Adventure Mode. I have already defeated the 3 bosses on normal mode, so we are taking a look at the heroic mode. We're going to go ahead and try to take out the first boss, Noth the Plaguebringer. His hero power is a passive ability. Whenever any of my minions die, he's going to receive a 5/5 skeleton in return for it. So there's several ways to try to get around this move. I think there's like 3 basic decks that you could really work with right now. One would be a Freeze Mage with Alexstrasza in it, where you basically will just put Alexstrasza in your deck as the only minion, put all spells, and try to control the board, freeze the board, put a bunch of ice blocks, ice barriers, frost novas in there. Try to keep yourself alive to Alexstrasza him on turn 9 down to 15 life. And then on turn 10, do a double fireball like frostbolt combo to take away that 15 life. If you wanted to add more minions, you could also put in stealth minions in that deck and just put stealth minions on the board in the early game, but don't attack with them, just leave them in stealth. And then on turn 9, when you Alexstrasza him down to 15, you just unleash all the minions that you have in stealth mode to try to take away that 15 life. You could use the stealth assassin guys, you could use tigers, the panthers, anything in stealth. The only thing you have to watch out for is stealth is he does have a spell, I believe, which kills every minion on the board that isn't a skeleton. So it doesn't matter if they're in stealth, they will still die, and then they'll still give him a bunch of skeletons for his side. So you gotta be careful for that. If that happens a lot, if he's playing that card too much against you and your stealth minions, it might just be better just to go all spells and just try to do the Alexstrasza combo on him. Another deck that might be able to work well against him would be a priest deck, where you try to pull out some divine spirit, inner fire combos where you could try to one-shot him. In that deck, you would put in minions with big health and light spawns, and you would try to use a lot of spells like Mind Blast to try to weaken them to where once you get the combo, you could do a one-turn kind of combo attack where you buff up one guy really strong with Divine Spirit and Inner Fire to do like 30 damage to him. I haven't actually put that deck together, but that's another possible way to try to beat him. For me, I'm going to try to beat him with the Miracle Rogue deck. It's a basic Miracle Rogue deck. The key pieces are Conceal, Quested Adventurers, I have Edwin in there, I have the Gaseous Hand Auctioneer. And basically the basic plan is to not put any minions on the field that he could kill and turn into skeletons until I could protect them with Conceal. So we're going to go ahead and toss Eviscerate, Leroy, and Sap. We're trying to pick up the pieces of the combo. We're looking for Conceal, Quest and Adventures mostly, Gaseous Hand, there's a Gaseous Hand Auctioneer. Just try to hold off until you have a chance to pull out the combo. Drop in an Undertaker. I could backstab him, but you kind of want to save that to be comboed. So instead, we're going to... I'm not going to hit him for the 1 damage because next turn I might just poison up and hit him in case he throws out another Death Rattle minion that buffs him up to 1/3. Doesn't do anything? Alright, well, we are going to go ahead and poison up, take this guy out before he gets out of control, and just end turn. Now I could wait for him to put a couple minions on the board, because now I could Blade Flurry him. Like that guy's going to die to the Blade Flurry, I'll hold on a couple turns. There's Van Cleef. So I'm looking for... We want to hold on to him for a little while. We want him to be a part of the finisher. We want the Conceal too. Alright. So we'll go ahead and do this so I could re-equip another weapon.
Join or die, or both bring out your dead.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and try to go for it now. We are going to Gadget Tab. We are going to backstab this guy for card draw. And we got the Conceal. So we're actually going to Conceal our Auctioneer up. Help protect him. There's a Quest and Adventure. We'll play him first on next turn. And then try to play spells to draw my second Conceal.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Alright. So let's see what kind of combos we can pull up. First, we'll do the Quest and Adventure.
Give me a quest.
Now we're going to... We want to kind of dig for that Conceal, so we're going to eviscerate the 3/4 guy. We are going to Sinister Strike him. We're going to attack him in the face. We're going to backstab. Do I throw up the taunt? Or do I dig for another spell? I think we put out the taunt here.
You shall not pass.
Now we're hoping he doesn't play the card that kills everything but skeletons. If he has it, he might play it because he has one skeleton on the board. Although I don't know why he would play that one. Alright, he gets a skeleton, but we're gonna try to finish him off here. Try to see what we could do to do some finishing. Alright, so let's go. First I want to see if he has a Vaporize here. Alright, didn't have a Vaporize. Let's go with this. Alright, counter that. Let's put up the free Wisp. I'm gonna want to Leroy. If that's a ice block, I gotta be careful. So I think we hold on to Leroy. Get another card. Get the free whips out, buffing up my Quest and Adventure more. Buffing up the Quest and Adventure more. Buffing up the Quest and Adventure more. Got another Quest Adventure. Alright. If I poison, I'm not going to be able to Van Cleave, so I think I have to Van Cleave here. Get the big Van Cleave out on the board.
Quest accepted.
And hope it's not a... Alright, so we're hoping that it's not an ice block and that he can't kill me this turn. Alright. So he's wasting his people into my oh, giving himself another skeleton. Oh, I thought he would have killed one of the ones with one life with that, so that he would have got another skeleton. Alright. So here we go. First things first, I want to see if this... Well, we're going to want to kill this guy. But I do also want to check for a Vaporize as well. Alright, let's check to see if he has a Vaporize. No? Alright, let's see if he has an Ice Block. And he doesn't, so we were able to kill him. If he did have Ice Block, then I would probably play all my spells to try to get more card draw. from the gadget hand, and then I would use my gadget hand to probably trade off for some of his minions. Thankfully, one of those spells, he does have ice block, so that is a possibility, but thankfully wasn't the case in this situation, and I got my win. I think the Frost deck could be a little bit more reliable as long as you have Alexstrasza on there. You just gotta kind of slow him down and hold him off. He doesn't really have anything special that he does besides when he kills your minions, he gives you skeletons. So it should be kind of fairly easy to control his board and set up, hopefully getting Alexstrasza and the right spells in your hand. So if you have the Alexstrasza card, I would suggest making that build. I'll go ahead and show you what it would kind of look like before I end this. Say collection. Since I don't need my Miracle Rogue anymore, so since I just beat him, we'll toss that Miracle Rogue. So if you're going to build the Frost deck to try to slow him down, like I said, you would definitely put in the Ice Lances. You don't want to put in Mirror Image, because when he kills the Mirror Images, that would give him the 5/5 minions. Get a little bit of card draw. You could do the Frost Novas for sure. Frostbolts for sure. Maybe you'll put in the counter spells. You definitely want the ice barriers. You definitely want the ice blocks. You don't want Mirror Entity, because you don't want him getting minions that he could kill. You don't want the Spellbender, because that would summon a minion he would kill. You could possibly put in Vaporizes. You would definitely want the Cone of Colds. Definitely want Fireballs. Definitely want the Blizzard. Could definitely pick up Flame Strike. You kind of want to kill him on turn 10, so you could put in the Pyroblast, 1 or 2. You don't really want to rely on doing 2 Pyroblasts to him, so maybe 1. If you want to sheep a couple of his minions, that's also a way to slow down some of the bigger guys that he has, so maybe put 1 or 2 in there. Like I said, you could also, if you don't want to go full out on spells, like you could add more secrets, you could add another Polymorph, or you could go ahead and add the stealth minions. So you could add the Worgen. I don't know if I would add 2 of those in there, but a little extra damage. You could definitely add the. As you see, he didn't play that spell that kills all my minions, or else he could have hurt me that last game. You could definitely put in the Panthers, and then there's also the Tigers you could put in. Put in the Tigers. And you could have another space for Alexstrasza, or of course you could also take out something else if you want to put in some of the assassin guys, the Ravenhold assassins. You could maybe take out like one of the Vaporizes and add your low punch. You don't really want to be playing a buff bolt a lot of these, because by turn 9 you want to have Alexstrasza in your hand. So you might play 1 on turn 7 or turn 8, but you don't really want to play a bunch of them, because you also have to be playing your magic to control the board. By around turn 7 or turn 8, you're going to be needing to use your Frost Nova, because he'll might have a giant board against you. So, or playing your ice blocks or something. So you might not want to rely more on some of the other, rely on Tigers and Panthers and stuff. But that's just one of the decks that I think that could work fairly well. Like I said, no Alexstrasza on my team, so I have all these dragons, these 4 dragons, but Alex has not made the roster yet. But that's just one way to play. I have been Calabus. I'll be taking a look at the next heroic ones, the other bosses, in another video. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. This has been Hearthstone, and I will catch you next time.